we have seen what is the statistics. It is a branch of mathematics which includes the study of collection, manipulation and interpretation of the data. And see, we have seen what is meant by variable, what is meant by ungrouped data, what is meant by group data or classified data, or what is a group frequency distribution. Okay, so what are the class marks, what are the classes, lower class limit, upper class limit, and frequency. Okay, so these basic concept we have seen. And after that, we talked about measure of central tendencies. Okay, so there are three measure of central tendencies: arithmetic mean, median, and mode. Okay, so out of them we have started arithmetic mean. So what is the arithmetic mean? It is simply the average. Okay, we have seen how to find out the arithmetic mean for ungrouped data, group data, and frequency distribution. Okay, so what is the arithmetic mean for ungrouped data? So whatever the number of observation we have, suppose we have n observations. Okay, so arithmetic mean for this n observation is simply what? Take the summation of all that observations and divide by total number of observations. So here we have a 10 observation, we just sum of them and divide by 10 because number of observations are 10, and that simply x bar is nothing but 6. Suppose if we have a group data means what? X1, X2, X3, Xn are n observation, and what is nothing but F1, F2, F3? F1 is nothing but frequency of X1. What does it mean? It means what? Whatever the observation we have total, suppose if we have 100 observations, so out of that 100 observation, X1 repeats F1 time. Okay, so see here, in the example xi are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and frequency of that are 3, 2, 8, 10, 5, and 6 respectively. Okay, so see, it means what? We have total 34 observations. Okay, so summation of fi is nothing but 34. We have total 34 observation, and out of that 34, 0 is repeated 3 times. So 0 comes 3 times, 1 comes 2 times, 2 comes 8 times, 3 comes 10 times. Means suppose if we take the 34 student in our class. Okay, so there are 10 students who have actually 3 coins in their pockets. So suppose if we consider the coins example. Okay, so they have 3 coins in their pocket. There are 10 students who have 3 coins in their pocket. There are 5 students who have 4 coins in their pocket, and in this way. Okay, so this is a group data. And what is group frequency distribution? And for group data, what is the x bar? Take the summation of fi xi, means find out the product of xi with fi for each observation, and take the summation of that, and whatever that summation of fi xi, divide by summation of fi, and that's it. This is my x bar. And same result for group frequency distribution, just only difference is what? Here we need to find the mid value of the class. Mid value of the class means, because if we have a 0 to 5, this is the first class. Okay, and we are just taking what? The average of these two values. So 0 plus 5 divided by 2, this is 2.5, mid value of the class interval, and just take the summation of fi xi, and this is my x bar. So very important thing here is what? Because to reduce the calculations, okay, it is, see, these are some basic examples. I have taken the small values. Okay, so but let us see this example and just try to just find out the mean for this arithmetic mean. So the example, let us see example 4. So find the arithmetic mean for following data. Find arithmetic mean for following data. Is that data? So classes are given, means states, and number of employees. Okay, so sales and number of employees. Okay, so this is 0 to 500. How many employees? 2. I've sales 0 to 500 units, suppose. Then second is 500 to 1000. there are 8 employees have sell the units in between 500 to 1000, whatever that, 1000 to 1500, then 15000 to 2000. The frequency of previous class is 12, and then after that the frequency is 23, 12, 23, then 2000 to 2500. The frequency of this is 25, then 25000 to 3000, 3002 is 3500, and finally we have 35000 to 4000. Okay, and the frequencies are 20, 09 and 01. Okay, so let us see this. Once again, check this: 0 to 500, 2, 8, 12, 23, 25, 20, 09 and 1. 0 to 500, 500 to 1000, 1000 to 1500, 1500 to 2000. Okay, and now that's it, correct. And finally it is 4000. So this is the data we have, and we just have to find out what arithmetic mean for this. Okay, so always remember that, uh, see, if you find out xi here, so frequencies are 2, 8, 12, 23, 25, 20, 09, 1. So still they are small, but if you just look at the uh, class intervals, they are 0 to 500, 500 to 1000. So so if we try to find out the xi here, so what is xi? Let us see. Just let me just write down it again in the answer. Classes 0 to 500. We are just going to find out the answer here. So 500 to 1000, 1000 to 1500, then 1500 to 2000, then 2000 to 2500, then 2500 to 3000, 3000 to 3500, and finally it is 3500 to 400. Okay, so these are the classes and their frequency. What is xi here? Simply, so we just first write down what are the values of xi's, mid values. The average of 0 to 500 is 250. Am I right? This is 250. 500 to 1000, what is the mid value? 750. Okay, then next is 1000 to 1500, the mid value is 1250. The next one is 1750. You can easily find out this value. Just take the summation of this: 1000 plus 1500 divided by 2. You will get this value. Okay, so this is simple. It is same for every class interval. Okay, then after that, this is nothing but 2250, then 2750, then it is 3, 250 and 3750. These are my mid values. Okay, and if you look at them, they are very big. So we just need to take a product of these all values with FIs, because to find out the arithmetic mean we want FIXI. Okay, suppose if FI is, what is the, okay, 25. So 2500, the 2000 and 2500, the frequency is 25. So just we product these two, and it is very time consuming. Okay, so to calculate this, we have another tool to reduce the calculation, and what is that? Let us see. Okay, just let me just shift it down. I just okay. So what is that change of scale property? What is that change of scale property? Change of scale. See, change of scale is different from the Laplace transform. We have seen this change of scale property in Laplace transform also. The idea is same, but we just changing the scale, shifting the origin, shift of origin simply. Okay, so we are changing the scale. It means what? Suppose if we have here, there is a origin, but we are just trying to shift this origin here. Okay, so this is the basic idea behind this. So let us see how we change this scale. Okay, so suppose if we have uh, xi whatever that, now here ui is nothing but new value. Ui is nothing but what? Xi minus a divided by what? H. What is h? H is the height of the class, means difference between upper limit and lower limit. Okay, and from this what? Just take ui is equal to take ui is equal to this, and from this what is my u bar? U bar is nothing but fi ui divided by summation of fi ui divided by summation of fi. And what is x bar? And therefore x bar is nothing but it is simply a plus h into u bar. This property we need to use here. Okay, so now let us see how. What is a is the value among all xi's. Okay, so let us see from the example you can understand this. Let us see how we can take this a also. Okay, so these are classes xi's. Now what is ui? Ui is simply let me write frequencies as well. So what are the frequencies here? Fi is the frequency of first class is 2, then 8, then 12, 23, okay, then 25, 20, then 9 and 1. Okay, so take the summation of all these. The summation is 100. Summation of Fi is equal to 100. Okay, now we just need to change the scale. So xi we are going to change to ui. What is ui? Ui is nothing but xi minus what is a? A just take among all these whatever you can take. So take basically take the middle of average of all these, tentatively average of all this, and tentatively average of all this is nothing but this one. This is my a, suppose. Okay, so this is 2250 xi minus 2250 divided by what is h? H is nothing but width of the class. Width of the class means so 0 to 500. So take upper limit minus lower limit. This is 500. So my h is nothing but here 500. It is same for every class. See, if we take the second class, so therefore it is 1000 upper limit minus 500 lower limit. The value is 500. So this width is same for each and every class. Okay, these are continuous classes. Remember this. And now just try to find out this. What is UI? What is XI 250? Just let me show you what is this first. So replace this XI here. Substitute this and find out what is the UI for this particular XI. Okay. So what we have 250 minus 2500 divided by 500. Calculate this and tell me what is this value. Fast. Do it fast. What is this value? 250 minus 2500 divided by 500. Not 2500. Sorry for this. This is 2250. This is 2250. Calculate this fast. Yes, you hear me? What is this value? 250 minus 2250. Yes, very good. Minus 4. This value is minus 4. Okay, so this is first value is nothing but minus 4. What about second? If we replace 750 minus 2250 divided by 500. What is this value? And write it here. So we just have to do it for every xi. So if we calculate, it is very interesting. It is minus 3. And if we proceed in this way, what is for next? It is minus 2, then minus 1, and 2250 minus 2250, it is 0. See, that value comes in descending order. Okay, so next is nothing but your plus 1, then increase, plus 2, plus 3, in this way. See how interesting it is. Okay, and once if you have this ui, find out fiui. FIUI. So now it is very simple to take the product then. 2 into minus 4 is nothing but minus 8. 8 into 3 is nothing but minus 24. 12 into minus 2 is nothing but minus 24. 23 into minus 1 is nothing but minus 23. 0 into 25 is nothing but 0. 20 into 1 is nothing but 20. And next value is what? 9 into 2 is nothing but 18, and 3 into 1 is nothing but 3. Sum of them. So what is summation of FIUI? This is equal to, so if we sum them, you will get minus 38. Check it. Okay, I have this value, that's why I'm just written directly. So I think it is minus 38. And now if we have FIUI, so find out. And therefore what is U bar? U bar is nothing but summation of FIUI divided by summation of FI. This is simply, what is summation of FIUI? This is minus 38 divided by FI is summation of FI is nothing but 100, and this value is nothing but minus 0.38. This is my U bar, and we are interested in X bar. What is X bar then? We have seen the result. X bar is equal to what? A plus H into U bar. This one. So A plus H into U bar. What is my A that I have taken in the example? So this is A, 2250. So 2250 plus H is nothing but width of the class, 500. So this is 500 into U bar is nothing but that we have now from previous step, it is point minus 0.38. And if we calculate this, X bar is nothing but 2060. Calculate this and check whether the answer is correct or not. Okay, so if we proceed this in our traditional way without changing the scale, you will get the same answer, no problem. But with the help of this change of scale, you can reduce your calculation.